that the guy had. He took 2 steps and then he went into the end zone.
And that was a touchdown. That was
a
legit.
touchdown. What I'm saying is because he became a runner instead of a receiver. When he caught the ball and turned around, took 2 steps, he is now a runner and not a receiver.
Yeah.
So the guy wouldn't tackle him.
Now, had he caught it, and the first thing he did was a lunge for
right.
the goal line, and that same thing happened, not a catch because the ground popped it out of his hand.
Same thing with Cook. If he caught the ball, took 1 step, and he hit him, then it would be a defenseless receiver.
Yeah, and
we
either
defined
way,
it pretty well. We should write the book.
I think so too. They could use our input.
Yeah. Can we do it in crayons?
Probably. I think so. But one way or another, losing Cooks, I mean, it's hard to look back at that and say that was a big loss given the way the Patriots offense played. Yeah, exactly. The biggest thing they did offensively was just get Gronkowski involved in the second half. And if there's a second guess offensively, they certainly left points on the board in the first half. Some of that was in the kicking game, clearly, with the 2 misses. But not getting Gronk as involved early in the game, that was maybe my biggest offensive second guess on a night where the offense admittedly played very well.
Yeah, I didn't look like they were double covering him a lot, too. I mean, and even in the beginning of the game, Tom missed him a couple times. But when they went exclusively to him, it rattled the entire Eagles defense. They didn't have an answer for it.
No, and it was
they didn't have an answer for anything in the second half.
No,
nothing.
No, especially not Gronkowski. Danny Amendola had some big catches, and once again, and we've seen this a couple of times with James White and Shane Vereen in the last 2 Super Bowls that the Patriots won, using the backfield as well. You saw Rex Burkhead get into it with a catch. You saw James White have a couple of catches, and Brady was looking for him on the third one, the one that he fumbled at the end of the game. So offensively, Tom Brady did everything and that's why the Patriots are the odds-on favorite in the Super Bowl next year. Number one, who's going to beat him in the AFC?
No, number one, they're going to get a lot of players back. This wasn't a full complement of players. So they're in the Super Bowl. They put up 600 yards, 33 points, had a chance to win without the full complement. So they have those 4 or 5 players, starters that come back. They're like, this is going to be
Edelman, Hightower, Marcus Cannon. They're the 3 big ones that come to mind. Malcolm Mitchell, who they lost
Branch if he gets
injury early in the year. So, Alan Branch
Mitchell,
was out with a knee injury. And they lost a bunch of other guys, too.
Bennett,
they lost Shea McClellan. Bennett's probably not back.
He made a lot of big plays. Do you remember he jumped over the center for block the field goal?
That's not legal anymore, but it was when he did it.
It is legal, isn't it?
I thought they made that illegal.
No, you can't touch any of the players with your foot.
Okay, that's it. But you can just hurdle him.
That's right. If you hurdle him, he did it once, and they did it again, and his toe hit the lineman, and they called it a penalty.
That's what Brandon Cooks was trying to do. That was an execution problem, but that was a
that was probably
your
best analyst today. You talked about him running and jumping over a guy, giving him the option to stand up and tackle you instead of stopping for a little.
Right, that was the best. I thought I said a lot of brilliant things over the last 3 hours.
You were brilliant. Most of the time, you're brilliant. Way better than Ordway.
Well, I mean,
that's a low bar. But
by the way, where the hell is Ordway? It's after the Super Bowl, and he can't come in here because he's got to turn around at 10 o'clock tomorrow. What did they think I'm doing tomorrow? They understand I have a job, right? Like, I got to get up and work tomorrow, too.
You're pretty good at this. I do this full time.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
They might have some spots open. If Ordway ate so much in Minnesota, he couldn't get him out of the car. These are jaws of life.
I saw them having the lobster on the plane. Must be nice.
Did
they? I saw him eating a lobster on a charter flight. Were you on that flight, Rossi?
I was not. I was commercial while they flew.
Yeah, they stuck you in the baggage hold. Yeah. Private there, first class back. Can you believe that?
And Minahan didn't go with him.
Rossi was taped to the wing, for Christ's sakes, and they got
Ordway
eating a lobster tail in a chartered flight. Must be nice.
Life, huh?
Must be nice.
I go in the cargo bin because it's cheaper.
Old timer's probably been in bed for 2.5 hours now, so we can get up for his 10 a.m. show. It's not like he's got morning drive.
They don't want him to do a late show because they want him prepared for 10 o'clock. You might have to get up at 8:30.
The crack of 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So Patriots lose tonight. This was
a great game. Let's just say it was an entertaining game, thrilling game.
If you weren't a partisan, you could look at because last year's game, and this was one of the few intelligent points I thought Collinsworth made.
Really?
Looking at last year's game, and people say it was a great game. It really wasn't a great game.
No.
It was a butt kicking for 2.5 quarters and then a phenomenal comeback. This one, you kind of had that little bit of an edge, that adrenaline feeling the entire game watching it, because nobody ever got more than 2 scores apart. It was never more than a 10-point game. This one was constantly in doubt right into the last 50 seconds of the game.
Yeah, and the Patriots had a chance to win. We're down to the last play. How many teams go down to, and they had a chance to catch that ball too. Even with the fumble, they had a chance. So it was all, I said, it could have gone either way. Both teams couldn't stop the other team. Both teams had great execution by the quarterbacks. It was an exciting game. Sometimes you're really disappointed because the team didn't play well. Statistically, they did great on offense, and offense is exciting. That's why the NFL gears everything towards offense and screws the defense. But it was a fun, exciting game. You know what? And there's hope. You can't wait till next year.
Yeah.
You can just sit here and talk for 2 hours.
This was the biggest blowout, though, in a Patriots-related Super Bowl in the Brady-Belichick era, 8 points.
Yeah.
Because last year was 6. That was the biggest blowout. This year was 8 at 41-33. And you would think with 8 of these, at one point we would get one that doesn't take years off our life.
This
one probably more so than any other.